A typical function for a cosine graph follows the model. A demonstrates vertical expansion or compression. B demonstrates horizontal compression or expansion. C demonstrates left or right translation. And D shows up or down motion. The function we will solve today is y equals -1/2 times cosine of the quantity x minus pi. First, we're going to solve for amplitude. Amplitude is half the distance between the maximum and the minimum values of a function. In other words, it's half the height of a wave. The formula for amplitude is the absolute value of A, so in our case, it's the absolute value of -1/2, which is 1/2. Next, we're going to solve for the period of the function. The period is a difference between any two sets of repeating points on the graph. The function for the period is 2 pi over the absolute value of b. So when we plug that in, it's 2 pi over the absolute value of 1, which is 2 pi. Last, we're going to solve for the phase shift, which is the difference left or right of a horizontal function. The formula for phase shift is -c over the absolute value of b. So when we plug that in, we get pi over 1, which gives us pi. These are the coordinates given to find the cosine graph. To find our new coordinates, we have to refer back to the translations, and we know that we have to add pi to x because we are moving right pi, and we know that we have to compress y by 1/2, and we make it negative to flip it over the x-axis. When we plug 0 in for x, we get pi, and when we plug 1 in for y, we get -1/2. When we plug pi over 2 in for x, we get 3 pi over 2. And 0 in for y, we get 0. Plugging pi in for x, we get 2 pi. And -1 in for y, we get 1/2. 3 over pi plugged into x, we get 5 pi over 2. And 0 in for y, we get 0. Lastly, 2 pi in for x, we get 3 pi. And 1 in for y, we get -1/2. Now we're going to graph our new coordinates. We go by intervals of pi over 2. This is pi over 2, 2 times 2 pi over 2, 3 times pi over 2, etc. Our first point is pi -1/2. So we go to pi, down 1/2, make a point. Next one, 3 pi over 2, 0. 2 pi, 1/2. 5 pi over 2, 0. And 3 pi, -1/2. Now when we connect our period, we see we only have 1. And we need 2 periods. So we use what we have here to formulate our second one. So you see this is by a change of pi over 2 right here. So we're going to make it equal with this one right here. We're going to make this one equal with this one. This one equal with this one. And this last one equal to this one. We're going to make our second period. So this is our translated cosine graph that we found by using this function above.